Good evening, everyone. This is Terry from Allen Art and Design. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. I've been having some technical difficulties in the last couple of days. My last video, the battery died on my camera, on my phone. And then yesterday, I did a video and it didn't record. It only recorded 2 minutes and then it shut off. So I'm having some issues, but we'll try to work around it. Okay, so what I want to do is I wanted to show you, I finished my idea journal. This is made from a Dollar Tree gift bag. I did show that in my last video, so if you want to look and see how I constructed it, you can go back and watch that. I made it a soft cover book because I want, this is going to get really fat, and I want this to conform to the shape of the journal, you know. I did go ahead and I put some cardboard in the middle, and I covered it with a nice coordinating paper. I used that paper on the front for my book plate. I just printed this out and then inked it. And I think the cover came out great. I might put some charms on it at some point. I'm going to cover that with lace. I want to show you the other one that I've been working on. This is the prayer journal that I'm working on for my friend. So what I decided to do tonight is I'm going to go ahead and finish this cover, and then hopefully I'll have a little time to work on some things to go in it, and then I'll have a few ideas for my idea journal. But I'm just going to go ahead. I need to get a big piece of parchment paper. Let's see, do I have some here? I usually keep a big piece over here, but now what? I'm not seeing it. Oh, here it is. Okay. All right. Because I am going to be gluing, so I need something. This is the cover that I'll be working on as well. I'm not sure how well this is going to videotape. I've got my iPhone on the right, and I've got my iPad on the left, and they're both running at the same time. That way, if one of them shuts off, I at least have a video on the other one, I hope. So my brother is a web designer, and he's very, you know, technically savvy, unlike myself. He's in Arizona on vacation. I called him today, and he's like, oh, I'm on the golf course. And I'm like, oh, sorry. I'm not going to bother him while he's on vacation. When he comes back, he said he would help me with some of these issues that I'm having. Let's see if I can lay this flat. Oh, I can. That's great. And I don't even mind this silvery stuff, because when you cover it with this, there'll be lace here and that. You're not even going to see it. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is, I really like this Elmer's Craft Bond. I'm not sure where I'm pointing this, but it's a tacky craft glue, and it works so good on these covers. So what I think I'll do is just put the glue down. I just want to cover the spine a little bit. I always put lace on my books. I just like the look of it. Ooh, it's coming out in like blobs. This is a thick glue. I'd like to put it in a different bottle, but I don't know. For right now, I'm just going to use it the way it is. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, if I can find it, let me just get up for a second and look. I usually have music going in the background, but I have my iPad recording, so I can't use it for music. So, just doing a nice relaxing craft session here. I babysat my little granddaughter Gemma today. She's such a sweetheart. We have a lot of fun together. She's Nana's girl. I say to her all day long, who's Nana's girl? And she goes, me. And she points to herself. Oh my God, she's so cute. She is a sweet little girl. She always says, my Nana, my Nana. And I am her Nana. I love her. She's just the sweetest little thing. My oldest grandson, he's 3.5. A little more than 3.5. He is coming over on Friday, and my daughter said she would bring my granddaughter, and then his little brother will be there for a while anyways. He doesn't stay. His mom will hang out for a little while with my daughter and her baby, so they can have kind of like a little play date over here, which is great. I love to see them all together. All right, so that's a lot of glue, but this woman from, I think her channel is called Peace of Mind Crafting, and she does needle books and things. And I saw her do this with her needle books. She puts lace on the outside, and she said she presses down the lace with a baby wipe. And when she does that, the baby wipe will absorb some of the excess glue. And this dries clear anyways. But it just kind of helps you spread it out a little bit. And then it, oh, I kind of like that you can see some of that silver through there. That's fine. And this isn't perfect, but you know, it's a handmade book. None of these are perfect, right? It's okay though. So I did put a lot of glue there, but that's all right. I want it to stick. And I don't mind if it's a little loose here, because you know, you need to be able to open and close it. Just want to press it down so that the lace is in the glue. And then this just absorbs some of that excess glue. And she said it makes it so it's not so crunchy. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But I thought it was a good tip, so I figured I'd try it out. There's a little excess glue along the edge there. One good thing about these Dollar Tree gift bags is they're kind of shiny, you know, slippery. So you can wipe things off of them very easily. Okay, so I think what I'll do is I'll get a dry one now. Just go around the edge, get that. This is going to have to dry. And once it's dry, I will, I'll trim that up. Let's make sure that that's down. Yeah, I think it's fine. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to do, I'm going to push this aside for a minute. I'll keep these handy in case I need them. I want to work on this cover. So what I'm going to do is put some more. This is, what do you call it? Parchment paper, I think. It's got some glue on the bottom, and I don't want it to get all over my mat, so I'll just wipe that off. Okay, so if you use the shiny part of this paper, things don't stick as much. At least that's how I found it in the past. So what I want to do is, while I want to get this done first, get this glued down, and then I can work on that. All right, so we're just going to go ahead. I had already painted this with some gold paint, and I dry brushed it with some white paint, and it ages it. I like that. I think what I want to do, though, excuse me, I'm going to have to grab something over there. I had to move a few things on my desk because I have two holders, one on one side of my desk and one on the other. I have never videotaped on an iPad before. This is a whole new setup for me. I'm just trying to get a video out. And you'll have to you'll have to excuse me. I'm going to apologize for, I usually don't have these issues, but, I think everybody runs into these issues at some point when you're doing YouTube videos. Technology isn't always our friend. Got a few pieces. Oh, I like the way that looks. It just kind of defines the edges a little bit. I love that. And you can even go in a little bit more with it. Yeah, very good. Okay, that should be plenty. Got to put the cover on. This thing's getting dried out on me. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and do the same thing. I'm going to take my shoes off so that I can put my feet up on this little, I have a little stool under my desk. But if I put my feet under the desk with my shoes on, my knees hit the desk and it's very uncomfortable. So let's see how much I have to do on this. You're really not going to see much of this lace. I'll do it this way, I think, like this. All right, so let's see. Did I close it? Nope, I didn't. Okay, we're just going to go around in a big oval because that seems to be the shape that I had cut out. And then we're just going to go across, go up and down. That should be plenty. I think I'm going a little overboard with the glue, but I tend to do that. Oops, there we go. It's not a video unless I drop something and get gluey, because that's what happens when you're crafting. All right, I better keep this glue. I've got to shut it, and then I'm going to put it upside down like that. Okay, excuse my reach. All right, so we're going to go ahead with this. This should be on a piece of this. All right, so we're going to go ahead and, I think I need to get it over there a little bit more in the corner there. So while my granddaughter was sleeping today, I was able to start a new stitching project. I had showed it in another video. And there's stitches I've never done before, so I'm kind of trying to experiment with some new embroidery stitches. I want to learn some new ones. I only know the basics, but I'm interested in learning, so that's what I'm going to do. So let's see. Let's get our lace on. Let's see. How did I want it? I want it like this. Oh, look at that. Great. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing with this wipe and press it down, and then, it'll pick up some of that excess glue that's, because this is thin lace, and it's coming right through. But it should be fine, and this helps me to press it down, but also pick up that excess glue. I don't know if this works or not. I just watched her channel, and she was doing it, and I'm like, geez, that sounds like a good idea. Let's see if it works, and we'll find out if it works or not. Never really done this before, so we'll find out. I feel like this right here needs a tiny bit more glue. I'm going to scrape off what I can off of this little thing, and that should do just enough to catch that corner, because I don't want it to come up. So that's good. Excuse me, I need a tissue. Okay, so I'm going to have a sip of my Diet Pepsi with lemon. I've been on like a kick lately. I've been drinking that a lot. Probably not the best thing for me, I know, but it's okay. All right, so what I want to do with this is, the reason I wanted to get this finished was because I want to start working on some ephemera to go in this book and my prayer journal, which I will bring that over here and show you. This is my prayer journal, which I love. I think it's beautiful. I kind of toot my own horn, but I love it. It's got some beautiful rosaries that belong to my family members. It's got some pretty strings that I tied it together with, and then I put some little pretty little sparkly things on it. I think it's the exact same. It is. It's the exact same. I loved it so much that I just think it looks beautiful on the front of a prayer journal. So I'm almost done decorating my prayer journal, but then I want to start putting things in the pockets and things. So I'm going to make stuff for my prayer journal and my friend's prayer journal. All right, so this stuff, I don't know how long it's going to take to dry, but I'm going to go ahead with this. So what I need to do is I want to ink the edges. This is just a picture of an angel playing looks like a cello in a church. It's just beautiful. I love it. So I just tore this because I like that look. And I'm going to just ink up these edges, take away some of that white. I don't care if you see a little bit, but kind of just want to knock that white down a little bit, age it a little. There we go. Yeah, that looks nice. Okay, so what I was thinking about doing, I have this thin cardboard. I feel like it needs a little bit of something. So what I'm gonna do is, where are my scissors? See, I've moved everything now. Sorry, I'm gonna have to get up and grab my scissors. So what I'm gonna do is, just gonna try to make it like an oval. It doesn't have to cover the whole thing. I just want it to stabilize it a little bit. Okay, look, that'll fit fine. I mean, nobody's going to see the back of this. So I'm just going to glue it on. Let me move this one over to dry a little bit. What I'll do is when I'm done, I'll put it on the floor and I'll put a book on it so that it will dry. That's going to be great. All right, I'm just going to put that right there. Yeah, let's see. So I'm not going to throw this away. I like to keep it because what I do with these is I'll cut it in half. I use these for those, what do you call them? Book plates that I put on the front of books sometimes. This one. I cut them to size and then I wrap them like a present and then I glue a label on it. So I like to reuse, and what I do is I keep it all these little pieces in a baggie right on my desk so that I can get at it whenever I need it. I'm not searching around the room looking for things. Okay, so now I have a few more pieces of this. This one's ready for the trash, but I'm going to use it one more time. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some glue stick and then I'll go around the edges with art glitter glue. This glue stick is just about had it, but I'm going to try to get a little bit more out of it. You know, glue is not cheap, so try to use up what you can. Okay. Just make sure you get all those edges. I'm hoping this works with, oh good. This is super ultra fine tip. Yeah, that's not going to go anywhere. That's good. I got to make sure I put my pin back in. Keeps it open so that I can use it whenever I need it. All right, so what I need to do now is I just need to glue this on. It's just gonna give it a little bit of structure. You're not gonna see it, so let's see. Make sure I move it over. I don't want to see it at all. Let's see. Let's make sure we're not seeing it. I don't see it. That's good. Hope you don't get a glare, but you probably will. But that just gives it a little bit more structure. Okay, so where's my cover? Oh, here we go. All right, let's move this back over. Move this out of the way. And then we can just go ahead and glue that on. That's great. Okay. This is going to get art glitter glue. And I think I might use the one that comes out more. No, I don't need the ultra fine tip. I want more glue this time. This one comes out thicker. I like having different options for, you know, the amount of glue that I can get from a different bottle. Make sure that we get a lot on there. Even this little tiny edge, you know. Lots of glue. Don't want this coming off, and it won't. Once this dries, it'll be good. Okay, that should be good now. Just wipe that tip off a little bit. Again, I've got to put my pin in it. All right, so I'm going to stand up for this. I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. Let's see, I'm going to use, this doesn't have any glue on it, so just press that down. Make sure I get those edges. I think this is going to be beautiful. I think she's going to love it. She has no idea I'm making it for her. Okay. I had mentioned before, she's a practicing Catholic, and her husband has cancer. And I just think that this would be a great place for her to be able to process some of her emotions. And the other thing I do with these prayer journals is, you know, we all get those things when we go to people's wakes and funerals, and it has like a religious picture on it, and usually has a poem with the person's name and the, you know, the, when they were born and when they passed away. And, you know, we all get them and we stick them in drawers, and those would be great to put in the prayer journal. And then if it's someone that you're close to, you can put a picture of them, and then you could write something about them and just keep their memory alive. And that's what I do with mine, and I'm sure that's what she'll do with hers as well. All right, so I love how this looks. The last thing I'm going to do here is take off this cross, and it seems like it's a little bent, so I love it. It's kind of old world looking, and so isn't this, and that's what I love. This one I'm going to use the fine art glitter glue because I can get into all the little nooks and crannies. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I've been wanting to make this for her for probably at least a year anyways, maybe longer. Since I made mine, I'm like, oh, Michelle would love this. I made her a beautiful Christmas journal last year, and she loved it. And then I gave her my little snowman needle book this year for Christmas. She loved it. And I have enough of that. Oh, I can't use the wet one. I have enough of all the same materials. I love that book, but I really wanted to give her something special. So I'm going to make another one for myself, just like it. We're going to have matching needle books, and she loved it. I mean, it's just a little needle book. It's something like, you know, her son asked her to put a button on, or her husband, and sometimes she has to hem something. You know, she said she would love to just keep that with her when she's sewing and keep a few things in it. And it's just a fun little book. This thing is sliding all over the place. I think I put too much glue, but that's all right. And I want it to be straight. So, and this does dry clear, so I just don't want a bunch of shiny glue sticking out from underneath, though. That's why I'm trying to get that glue up off of there. And one good thing about this paper it's kind of shiny, I can go back later with a wet wipe and it will still let me wipe some of that off later. Okay. I don't want to wet this paper though, because then it might ruin it. I don't want to ruin it. I got to get this glue before it dries because it's already starting to dry. Yep, there's still some coming out the top, a little bit on the side. And I don't care if it looks a little kind of messy because this is supposed to look like something that's old. And I think that might help. All right, I want to look at it and make sure that it's straight first of all. It is, but there's still a little bit of glue coming out. I put too much glue. I have a tendency to put too much glue all the time. Can't help it. I want things to stick, I guess. Okay, so now I can see that that's a little bit crooked. All right, so I'd love for somebody to comment on my my idea journal and this prayer journal. Let me know what you think of these. It'd be nice for me to hear from somebody. I have been getting some more comments. It's probably because I'm doing that subscriber giveaway. I'm going to be choosing somebody over the weekend. The subscriber giveaway ends on Friday. And then I'll choose someone over the weekend. And Monday, I will be making an announcement on who won. Okay, I think that looks good. I better leave it alone. Stop messing with it. That should be good. Let's make sure it's straight, though. It is. Oh, I just love this. Yeah, that's great. Okay, stop messing. These edges are nice and down. I love the way this looks. I think I want to, what did I do with that ink? I'm going to pull myself in so I'm more comfortable. I think I'm going to go a little bit heavier with that ink. I really think it'll help to find the edges of the, oh yeah, that's what I want. Yep, that's what I want. Oh, yep, I like it. I like it a lot. It's just a simple piece of cardboard, but look at how cool it looks. Yes, I'm very happy with that. Okay, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is, I'll put this away. I think I'm good with this and this. Put it off to the side. We're going to bring this back over. Okay. Oops, it's upside down. Pay attention. I'm wondering, I gotta, excuse my reach. I might take this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna age up this lace a little bit. So it's not so white, you know? And have it darker in some place. Make it look like it's old or something. I just think that would be cool. I think she'll appreciate that. I love it. Okay. This isn't the same color ink. I just grabbed this. It's whatever it is. It is. This could use a little bit more glue right there. Yeah, I like it. And I think it just goes with the cover a little bit more. Okay, good enough. Put your cover back on because I'm always forgetting to do that and things get dried out. And look at, I haven't put this back yet. Okay, I need the art glitter glue. Actually, I think I'll use this glue. I just want to see how this is going to look. Oh, yeah. That's going to be great. I do have to go ahead and trim, but I can do that later. Let's go ahead. I'm not sure if I should leave it. I think I'm going to leave it like this to dry. All right, so let's get this on here. Yeah, that looks good. I wonder if I could, excuse me, getting the hiccups or something. I'm wondering if I could age up the edges of this too. Yes, that's what we need to do. Let me do that before I glue this on. We need to get some aging going on here. Yeah. Let's do that all the way around. Yep. I don't care if you see little streaks of, yeah. You're not going to see much of this, but hey, why not? Just that way it looks more cohesive. Yes. Okay, that looks better. All right, I think we're ready to put her on. I just love that. Really pretty. Okay. Time to glue her down. Lots of glue because we want this to stay. I don't want to go right up against the edge because as you press it down, it's going to squirt out, as you saw with the cross. Oh, I'm getting it on my shirt. Stop it. Okay. Oops. Well, it's fine. Ready? More. I need more. Plenty of more. Lots of glue. I'm not going to be shy with the glue. I'm not even going to bother spreading this out because it's just going on the cover. It'll be fine. Okay, I think that's good. I'm going to wipe that top off a little bit. Okay, close it. Wipe it and stick it upside down in case I need it again. Okay, here we go. Let's put this on. I think this is going to be beautiful. I do want to leave a spot here because I want to put an eyelet. All right, so I need a piece of, where is it? We need a piece of this to press it down really good. Okay. Let me see if it's straight when I close it. No, it's not. I'm glad I just looked. Cat here. That's my boy Louie. All right. My little granddaughter, she's saying kitty. She sees a cat on TV and she waves, hi kitty. Today we were reading a book and there were cats on every page and she's like, hi kitty, hi kitty. Oh, so cute. All right, okay, so I love that. I don't even think I need to lay this down. I think it's already half dry already. I don't want to trim it while there's a chance that the lace has glue on it because it gets all over your scissors. But this is, my friends, this is, right now it's a naked journal. It has pockets on both sides. And this is one of the pictures that I was going to put as the beginning. I like to put a large image at the front of a signature. And then maybe some pockets across the middle. A lot of times I'll use a whole page. I didn't do that this time, but that's okay. This will look nice either here or let's see. Actually, I think it'll go right there. So I'm just going to leave that right there. So I remember to glue that in. maybe I'll go ahead and do it right now. I don't think I'm going to have time to work on the ephemera to go in here, so I'll probably do that tomorrow night. I just wanted to get another video out for the 100-day project because of what happened with the battery dying and then memory problems. It's time for me to start a new glue stick. With all these technical problems that I'm having, I just really want to get a video out so that you know that I'm still on track. I don't want to give up on this. I am not going to be doing 100 days in a row. I'm going to do 100 days throughout the year, and that's how I plan on doing it. Other people are doing 100 days in a row. I don't think that's possible for me, and I don't really want that kind of pressure. It's too much pressure right now. I'm a new channel, and I'm still working out the kinks on how to even put videos out and stuff, so it's just too much for me. So I'm going to do it the way I like to do it, and I think it'll be fine. There's really nobody out there that's going to say to me, hey, wait a minute, you can't do this project if you're not going to do it every single day for 100 days. There's nobody out there that's going to say that to me, and if they do, well, that's their problem. Okay. Oh, yeah, look at that's beautiful. I have gotten a whole stack of these beautiful religious images. What these are, they're made with pastels. But these are, you know, copies or replicas of original you can't call them paintings, but they're drawings with pastels. My mother used to love to draw with pastels. I personally don't like it. But everybody has their thing, and that was my mom's thing. She would love this. My mother would be so thrilled that I have this YouTube channel, and I'm honoring my family by doing a prayer journal, and then I'm giving my friend one, and I just, you know, my mother, when she retired, she volunteered for so many organizations. For 25 years, she was a volunteer. So she wasn't like super religious. She definitely was religious, but my mother never drove a car her whole life. She had a problem with her leg. One leg was shorter than the other, so she never felt comfortable driving. So she used to have issues getting to church, but in her later years, her church would come and pick her up and bring her to church, and then they would also bring her to some of the other places she volunteered. She did like Meals on Wheels, and she used to knit hats for the Shriners, and she used to collect Christmas cards for the Shriners, and she did all kinds of things. She used to do lunchtime learners, where she would go into an elementary school and do crafts with them. She did so many different things. She was an amazing woman, and she raised 8 children. Just an amazing person. Okay, so that's enough of that. But I just thought my mother would love this. I know she would. If she saw this, she would love it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and let this dry. This one is ready to go. Let's move this out of the way. So this is my idea journal. Put that in the middle. This is my friend's prayer journal. And this is my prayer journal. So the next video, I'm going to be making ephemera for these 2 prayer journals. This one's already super fat. This one's mine. I'm almost finished decorating it, but I do definitely need things for pockets and stuff. So I have a whole stack right here. This is what I'm going to be working on tomorrow. I have a whole stack of images for prayer journals, and I'm going to be making some, what do you call them? Not tags, journal cards. Maybe I'll make some tags too, but I'm going to start out with journal cards. I'll do a bunch of those for both of these books, so I'm ready to go. I've got my background papers already pulled So I think it's going to be great. So I just want to thank you for coming to my channel. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'm really happy that you came to my channel, and I'd love to add you into my subscriber giveaway. Make a comment so I can see your name, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy crafting.